There's a common belief in today's society that a stereotypical guy should be powerful, self-assured, and strong. These characteristics are usually associated with an alpha guy. Still, there is a lesser-known and even rarer species of guy that goes by the name of Sigma male. Sigma males, they're the lone wolves of the social hierarchy, the ones who prefer their own company over the crowd, the ones who march to the beat of their own drum. Now, if you add empathy to this mix, you get a Sigma empath, a breed of individuals who are not just introverted and independent, but also highly intuitive and sensitive to the emotions of others. Sigma empaths are enigmas, wrapped in riddles, shrouded in mystery. They move through life on their own terms, often leaving others perplexed and intrigued. They are the chess players in a world of checkers, always thinking 10 steps ahead, always keeping their cards close to their chest. But this isn't a simple game of chess, it's a dance, a delicate balance between emotional sensitivity and self-preservation. Now, you might be thinking, sounds intriguing, right? Maybe even a little exciting. Well, hold on to your hats, because we're about to unveil 7 reasons why you might want to think twice before interacting with a Sigma empath. It's not that they're bad company, far from it. It's just that their depth and complexity can be overwhelming for the unprepared. We'll explore the emotional intensity that comes with being a Sigma empath, their solitary nature, and how they're often misunderstood by society. We'll delve into their intense need for privacy, their unpredictable nature, their complex personalities, and their high sensitivity. These unique individuals are a study in contrasts. They are introverted yet deeply emotional, independent yet incredibly attuned to others, private yet intensely observant. Interacting with them can be a roller coaster ride, one that requires understanding, patience, and a willingness to dive into the deep end. So buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the world of Sigma empaths, a world that's as intriguing as it is challenging, as enlightening as it is perplexing. Join us as we delve deeper into the mystery of Sigma empaths and why you might want to think twice before interacting with one. Sigma empaths are not your average individuals. Their emotional intensity sets them apart. When we talk about emotional intensity, we're not just talking about someone who feels deeply. We're talking about an individual whose emotions are so powerful, they can feel like a force of nature. Sigma empaths are like emotional sponges, absorbing feelings and emotions from the world around them. This can create a whirlwind of emotional energy that can be both electrifying and exhausting. Imagine walking into a room and feeling the collective mood of everyone there. Now multiply that by 10. That's what it's like for a Sigma empath. Their emotional radar is always on, always scanning and always absorbing. It's no wonder that they often need time alone to process and decompress. However, this emotional intensity can also be overwhelming for others. It can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts, especially for those who aren't used to dealing with such a depth of emotion. For instance, a casual comment might be taken more seriously by a Sigma empath, leading to unexpected reactions. Or a Sigma empath might be perceived as overly sensitive or dramatic when they are simply expressing their genuine feelings. This emotional depth also allows Sigma empaths to connect with others on a profound level. They understand pain, joy, love, and despair in ways that most people can't. They can empathize with your struggles, celebrate your victories, and comfort you in times of sorrow. They can see beyond the surface and touch the very core of your being. But this emotional intensity is a double-edged sword. It can bring people closer, but it can also push them away. It can foster deep connections, but it can also create deep divides. It's like a bright flame that attracts and repels at the same time. So while the emotional intensity of Sigma empaths can be a beautiful and enriching experience, it can also be a daunting and challenging one. It's not for the faint of heart. It requires understanding, patience, and a willingness to dive into the depths of the human experience. Their emotional depth is like a deep ocean, mysterious and captivating, yet potentially overwhelming. The solitary nature of Sigma empaths is another reason to tread carefully around them. Today, we delve into the solitary world of Sigma empaths. Now you might be thinking, solitary, that sounds a little lonely. But for Sigma empaths, solitude isn't about loneliness. It's about finding peace, strength, and clarity in their own company. They are the lone wolves of society, the wanderers who chart their own course, and the silent observers who understand the world in ways many of us can't fathom. Sigma empaths are fiercely independent. They don't rely on the opinions, validation, or company of others to define their worth or shape their world. This self-sufficiency is often misinterpreted as aloofness, indifference, or even arrogance, but it's far from it. It's a testament to their ability to thrive in solitude, to relish the quiet, and to find comfort in their own thoughts and emotions. This solitary nature allows Sigma empaths to build a deep, intimate understanding of themselves and the world around them. They're not hermits, hiding away from the world. They're explorers, journeying into the depths of their own minds, seeking answers to questions many of us wouldn't dare to ask. They're philosophers pondering the mysteries of life, love, and the human condition. But this introspective journey isn't always a walk in the park. It can be challenging, confronting, and at times overwhelming. Yet, Sigma empaths embrace this journey with courage and resilience, knowing that this solitary exploration is key to their personal growth and self-awareness. So, the next time you encounter a Sigma empath, remember this. Their solitary nature isn't a barrier to connection, but rather a unique way of interacting with the world. It's not a sign of disinterest, but a reflection of their profound inner life. Their solitary nature is not a sign of arrogance, but a manifestation of their unique personality. So, let's appreciate the Sigma empaths for who they are. The solitary explorers of the human spirit, the quiet philosophers of our time, and the silent witnesses to the world's beauty and chaos. Sigma empaths are often misunderstood, which can lead to friction in social interactions. This is the third reason why interacting with a Sigma empath can be complex. Their unique traits and characteristics often lead to them being misinterpreted by others. Picture this, a person who is self-sufficient, introverted, yet highly empathetic. They don't seek validation or approval from society, yet they deeply understand and resonate with the emotions of others. This combination of traits is unique to Sigma empaths, and it often leads to them being misunderstood. They are like an intricate puzzle, with each piece representing a different facet of their personality. Some see the solitary nature and assume they are aloof, while others see the empathy and assume they are overly sensitive. But the reality is far more nuanced. They are neither aloof nor overly sensitive, they are simply different. They operate on a different wavelength, perceive the world through a unique lens, and interact with others in a way that may seem unconventional to the untrained eye. This misunderstanding often leads to friction in social interactions. People may misinterpret their need for solitude as rejection, or their deep empathy as emotional instability. This can result in unnecessary conflicts and strained relationships. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. The misunderstanding stems from trying to categorize Sigma empaths within societal norms that they inherently defy. This misunderstanding extends beyond their personal relationships. In professional settings, their tendency to work independently and their ability to deeply understand others can be misinterpreted as aloofness or oversensitivity. This can lead to challenges in teamwork and collaboration. In essence, Sigma empaths are like a book written in a foreign language. To those who don't understand the language, the book may seem confusing, even nonsensical. But to those who take the time to learn the language, the book reveals a world of depth, nuance, and beauty. Being misunderstood is a part of their life, adding to the enigma that surrounds them. Sigma empaths are a mystery wrapped in a riddle, and this is just part of what makes them so fascinating. To truly understand them, one needs to step out of conventional thinking and embrace their unique perspective. The intense privacy of Sigma empaths is another reason why interacting with them can be challenging. Let's delve into this, shall we? Imagine a fortress, not one made of stone, but one constructed out of the intangible yet impregnable walls of privacy. This is the haven of a Sigma empath. Their solitude isn't just a preference, it's a necessity. It's their retreat, their sanctuary where they recharge and reflect. Now, this intense privacy may often be mistaken for secrecy or aloofness, but don't be fooled, it's far from that. To understand the significance of privacy to a Sigma empath, one must first comprehend their unique perspective on personal space. For them, it's not just about physical space, it's also about emotional and mental space. A space where they can freely navigate their thoughts and feelings without the interference of external factors. Privacy to a Sigma empath is like oxygen to us, vital and irreplaceable. It's their method of self-preservation. It's their way of maintaining a balance between their intense emotional experiences and their day-to-day interactions. By safeguarding their privacy, they're able to process their emotions at their own pace, in their own way. without the fear of judgment or misunderstanding. Let's take a moment to debunk a common myth here. Sigma empaths aren't hermits. They're not hiding from the world, shying away from interactions. They're merely selective about who they let into their personal space and when. They believe in meaningful connections, not superficial interactions. To them, every conversation, every interaction is a transaction of energy, and they prefer to invest their energy wisely. So if you ever find yourself in the company of a Sigma empath, respect their need for privacy. Don't view it as a barrier, but rather as an invitation to a deeper, more meaningful connection. Remember, they're not pushing you away. They're simply pulling themselves closer to their inner self. Their privacy is their fortress, a place where they retreat to recharge and reflect. This intense privacy, while it may seem daunting, is just one of the many layers of the enigmatic Sigma empath. The unpredictable nature of Sigma empaths can often leave others feeling confused and unsettled. Now, let's delve into the fifth reason you might want to tread lightly when interacting with a Sigma empath: their unpredictability. Sigma empaths march to the beat of their own drum, which can be both intriguing and a little disconcerting for those around them. They do not follow the societal norms or expectations that most of us adhere to. Instead, they choose to carve out their unique path, often surprising those around them with their unconventional choices. Their unpredictability is not a conscious decision to be different or to be difficult. It is simply their natural state of being. It's as if they're wired differently, operating on a frequency that is uniquely their own. They react to situations and emotions in ways that can be unexpected. A Sigma empath might laugh when others cry or stay silent when others would usually speak up. This unpredictability can make them seem distant or detached, but this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, Sigma empaths are deeply engaged with their environment and the people around them. They just process and react to things in their own unique way. One moment, they may be deep in thought, seemingly aloof and detached, and the next, they could be passionately arguing about a social issue that touches their heart. They might choose to spend their Friday night curled up with a book rather than out partying, only to spontaneously embark on a cross-country road trip the following weekend. The unpredictability of a Sigma empath can be a challenge to navigate for those who crave routine and predictability. But for those who appreciate the spice of life, it can be an exciting voyage of discovery. They keep us guessing, and in doing so, they keep us engaged. Sigma empaths remind us that life is not meant to be lived in a straight line. It's a roller coaster ride with twists and turns, ups and downs. And it's this unpredictability that makes life with a Sigma empath so fascinating. Their unpredictability is part of their charm, keeping those around them on their toes. The complexity of Sigma empaths can often be overwhelming for others. Now let's delve into the sixth reason, which is all about the complexity of Sigma empaths. Sigma empaths are indeed a complex breed. They are an intricate tapestry of traits, emotions, and behaviors, woven together in a unique pattern that defines their very essence. This complexity is not a flaw or a shortcoming. Rather, it is their strength and their uniqueness. Their multifaceted personality can often be difficult for others to comprehend. They are like a novel with many layers, each layer revealing a new aspect of their character. This complexity goes beyond the surface level. It is deeply rooted in their psyche. They are thinkers, they are feelers, they are observers, and they are dreamers. They are a paradox wrapped in an enigma, shrouded in mystery. The Sigma empath's complexity extends to their emotional landscape as well. They experience emotions on a profound level, feeling everything deeply and intensely. They are capable of experiencing a wide range of emotions, often simultaneously. This emotional complexity can be overwhelming for those who are unaccustomed to such depth and intensity. Their intellectual complexity is equally impressive. Sigma empaths are deep thinkers, possessing a rich inner world filled with thoughts, ideas, and theories. Their minds are always buzzing with activity, always pondering, always questioning. They have an insatiable curiosity and a thirst for knowledge that is rarely quenched. However, this complexity can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it makes them incredibly interesting and captivating. On the other hand, it can be intimidating and overwhelming for those who are not used to dealing with such complexity. It can be difficult to understand their thought processes, their emotions, their motivations. It can be challenging to keep up with their intellectual prowess and emotional depth. In the end, the complexity of Sigma empaths is what sets them apart from others. It is what makes them unique, what makes them special. It is a testament to their depth, their richness, their diversity. It is a testament to their humanity. Their complexity is a labyrinth, fascinating yet challenging to navigate. The high sensitivity of Sigma empaths is another reason why interacting with them can be a challenge. Now let's delve into the depths of this sensitivity and see how it can be a bit daunting for those who are not accustomed to it. Sigma empaths, like high-frequency radios, can pick up on signals that others might miss. They feel things on a deeper level than most people. And this heightened sensitivity extends beyond their own emotions to the emotions of others as well. This means that they can often sense when someone is upset, even if that person is trying to hide it. They can feel the tension in a room and absorb the emotions of others like a sponge. Imagine being in a room full of people and being able to feel every single emotion that each person is experiencing. Sounds overwhelming, right? That's the daily reality for Sigma empaths. They are constantly bombarded with emotional information, and it can be extremely overwhelming. This high sensitivity also means that they are often deeply affected by negative emotions and situations. A harsh word, a tense situation, or even a sad movie can send them spiraling into an emotional abyss. They feel things so deeply that it can be difficult for them to shake off negative emotions, but it's not all doom and gloom. This high sensitivity also makes Sigma empaths incredibly compassionate and understanding. They can empathize with others on a level that most people can't, and this makes them excellent listeners and advice givers. They can provide comfort and understanding in times of need, and their ability to feel what others are feeling can create a deep connection between them and the people they interact with. However, their high sensitivity can also make them vulnerable. They can easily be hurt, and they often need time alone to process their emotions and recharge. This can be difficult for those who are not used to dealing with such a high level of emotional intensity. Their high sensitivity is a double-edged sword, making them deeply empathetic yet vulnerable. So, while interacting with a Sigma empath can be a challenge, it can also be a profoundly rewarding experience if approached with understanding and patience. So there you have it, 7 reasons why interacting with a Sigma empath can be a challenge. We've unraveled the enigma of Sigma empaths, delving into their emotional intensity, solitary nature, and how they are often misunderstood. We've examined their intense privacy, a trait that can seem daunting to some. We've discussed their unpredictability, a characteristic that can keep you on your toes. We've explored their complexity, a feature that can make them seem like a puzzle that's always one piece away from completion. And finally, we've highlighted their high sensitivity, a quality that can be both a blessing and a curse. Each of these traits brings its own set of challenges when interacting with a Sigma empath. But these challenges aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. They're opportunities to understand, to grow, and to deepen our own emotional intelligence. But remember, every challenge presents an opportunity for growth and learning. So, embrace the enigma of Sigma empaths and embark on a journey of self-discovery and understanding.